Module 9. Global Security and Conflict Resolution in International Relations. First, conceptualizing security in international relations, traditional security, hard security. Focus on the defense of the state and sovereignty, military preparedness, territorial integrity, protection against invasion or aggression. Example, NATO during the Cold War as a shield against Soviet aggression, non-traditional security, soft security, human security, protection of individuals from poverty, disease, hunger, environmental degradation, forced displacement, etc. Cybersecurity, protection of states, corporations, and individuals from digital attacks. Climate security, addressing natural disasters, desertification, resource scarcity, and migration pressures caused by global warming. Food and energy security as elements of national and global stability. Collective security versus national security. National security, protection of a state's survival, independence, and core interests. Second, sources of global insecurity, interstate conflicts, border disputes, resource competition, ideological rivalries. Example, India-Pakistan conflict over Kashmir, civil wars and internal conflicts rooted in ethnic, religious, political, or resource-based disputes. Example, Syrian civil war, South Sudan conflict, terrorism and extremism, non-state actors employing violence to achieve political or ideological objectives. Example, Al-Qaeda, ISIS, Boko Haram. Nuclear proliferation, risks of weapons of mass destruction spreading to unstable regimes or terrorist groups. Example, North Korea's nuclear program. Cybersecurity threats, state-sponsored hacking, cyber espionage, disruption of elections and infrastructure. Example, alleged Russian cyber interference in Western elections, climate-induced insecurity, resource scarcity leading to conflicts over water, land, and energy. Example, Lake Chad Basin crisis, linking desertification to violence. Third, theories of security and conflict resolution. Realist perspective, power and military capacity are central to ensuring security. Conflict is inevitable, peace is temporary. Example, Cold War balance of power. Liberal perspective, security is achievable through cooperation, institutions, and interdependence. Example, European Union as a peace project. Constructivist perspective, security threats are socially constructed based on perceptions, identities, and narratives. Example, Islamophobia, shaping global security discourses. Critical security studies, expands the scope of security beyond states to include individuals, environment, gender, and marginalized groups. Example, feminist approaches emphasizing the impact of war on women and children. Fourth, conflict resolution and diplomacy. Preventive diplomacy, early warning systems, mediation, shuttle diplomacy to prevent escalation. Example, UN preventive missions in West Africa. Peacekeeping. Deployment of neutral international forces to maintain ceasefires and stabilize post-conflict zones. Example, UN peacekeeping in Congo, MONUSCO. Mediation and negotiation, dialogue facilitated by neutral parties, UN regional organizations, respected leaders. Example, Norway's mediation in the Israel-Palestine Oslo Accords. Peace building, reconstruction of societies after war, state building, institution development, reconciliation, and disarmament. Example, post-genocide Rwanda national reconciliation, Track Y and Track 2, diplomacy, Track Y, official government-level negotiations, Track 2, informal people-to-people diplomacy, non-governmental organizations, scholars, religious leaders. Justice and accountability. Role of the International Criminal Court, ICC, and ad hoc tribunals in prosecuting war crimes, crimes against humanity, and genocide. Fifth, institutions of global security, United Nations, UN. Security Council as the apex of international peace and security. Peacekeeping operations, sanctions, peace-building missions, regional organizations, African Union, AU, ECOWAS, NATO, ASEAN, EU security and defense policy. Example, ECOWAS interventions in Liberia and Sierra Leone, non-governmental organizations, NGOs, humanitarian aid, conflict monitoring, and grassroots peacebuilding. Multilateral treaties and frameworks, Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, NPT, Paris Climate Agreement, Climate Security, Chemical Weapons Convention. 6. Contemporary security challenges, hybrid warfare combining military force with cyber attacks and disinformation, global terrorism networks exploiting fragile states, rise of great power competition, U.S.-China rivalry, NATO-Russia tensions, migration crises fueled by wars and poverty, weaponization of space and artificial intelligence in warfare, environmental insecurity and climate refugees. Conclusion. Module 9 highlights that global security is not just about preventing wars, but about creating the conditions for sustainable peace. Effective conflict resolution requires a multidimensional approach, combining military deterrence, diplomacy, institution building, human security, and global cooperation. In the 21st century, no single state can guarantee its security in isolation. Hence, international diplomacy remains the cornerstone of conflict prevention and peace maintenance.